Okay, so I just came across this new platform called Refly AI, and it's being branded as the world's first vibe workflow platform for non-techies.
Wait, Vibe Workflow Platform. That's a catchy term. What does that mean exactly?
Right? It's all about empowering creators to build and share AI automation workflows without needing to code. Imagine building workflows like Lego.
So it's like N8N, but for people who don't have a technical background. That's interesting.
Exactly, they compare it to Canva, which democratized design. Now anyone can create workflows without getting bogged down in code.
That's a pretty bold claim. But how does it handle the complexity of automation? I mean, isn't that usually where non-techies struggle?
Great point. They have this feature called the intervenable agent, which lets users visualize their workflows, making debugging easier.
Visualized execution. That sounds like a game changer. It sounds less intimidating than traditional automation tools.
Right, plus users can pause and modify processes in real time. That way there's no scary black box effect.
I get that. But I wonder, does that create a sense of control or could it lead to confusion if users mess with it too much?
That's a valid concern. Too much control could lead to second guessing, but maybe the visual cues help mitigate that.
That's true, but visual tools can also be overwhelming if they're cluttered. How does Refly tackle that?
They focus on a minimalist design. Rather than configuring tedious nodes, users drag and drop prepackaged agents.
So users don't spend hours configuring. That sounds promising. It could really save time.
Totally, they claim you can do in minutes what would take other platforms hours with many nodes.
But how robust are these agents? I mean, can they handle complex tasks?
Well, Refly also has a workflow copilot that turns user descriptions into automations. It adapts to various complexities.
That's impressive. It sounds like it's designed to think like a user, but how intuitive is it really?
Good question. If it's too literal, it might miss the mark. I guess user feedback will be key here.
Absolutely. And what's this about a marketplace for sharing and monetizing workflows?
They allow users to publish their workflows as shareable AI apps. Creators can earn money every time someone runs their workflow.
That could turn hobbies into income streams. But isn't there a risk of oversaturation in the marketplace?
Definitely a possibility. Quality control will be crucial. What if users flood it with low-quality workflows?
Right? It could confuse users or lead to frustration. They'll need a vetting process or user ratings.
Exactly. I wonder if they plan to implement something like that to maintain quality.
It's cool to see tools like Refly making automation accessible. But I'm curious, who's their target audience?
They seem to be targeting non-technical creators. Think bloggers, small business owners, and content creators.
That makes sense. But what about educational resources? How do they support new users?
They have a cloud version for zero configuration use and a community for guidance. That's smart.
Wonderful, community support can be invaluable. But what if users still find it too complex?
An interesting concern, they'd need to offer extensive tutorials or quick start guides to ease that transition.
Definitely, that could be a make or break aspect for adoption.
Absolutely, the balance between complexity and accessibility is key here.
And it's fascinating how they're positioning themselves in relation to existing tools. They really seem to fill a gap.
Totally, it'll be interesting to see how users respond and if they genuinely simplify workflow automation.
And let's not forget about the implications on creativity. Could it spark new ideas or approaches?
Exactly. If creators can focus on creativity rather than tech hurdles, we might see a renaissance in how workflows are designed.
It's exciting to think about. But I wonder if this tool could inadvertently stifle creativity by oversimplifying.
That's a fair point. There's always a risk of making things too easy, which could lead to less original thinking.
So, while it's about accessibility, it shouldn't compromise the depth of creativity.
Exactly, a balance must be struck. I can't wait to see how this unfolds.
Same here. It's a fascinating intersection of technology and creativity we're witnessing.
Absolutely, I think we'll be keeping a close eye on Refly AI for sure.